Hi, this is Rebecca with Rebecca'sRoadmap.com, and today I want to show you five ways to use washi in your planner. So I've got some washi tape, got some stencils. Let's see, a couple of stencils here. Hang on, that one got stuck. This is one of the Happy Planner punch out things that's basically a stencil, and the stickers that I'm using. So I kind of was doing the color off the sticker book I'm going to be using this week. So this is this week's spread, or what we're going to decorate for this week's spread using, so I can kind of show you some of these things. Okay, first way, I know you guys know this, you've seen it probably a lot, is to simply cover up the lines with some washi. Kind of just gives some extra interest to your page. And depending on which planner you have, you can also just totally cover up the color. Now this is the big self-care happy planner, and since the color is like all on the sides and everything, I kind of just trying to go with the color on this one. Let's see. I think I'm going to use this washi here. So I'm just simply going to put it over the lines. And the good thing about washi tape is that it is repositionable, so if you don't like it, pick it up and move it. So that's kind of crooked. So let's just try that again. Kind of center it on that line. This kind of gives your page a little more interest. Let's see, I'm trying to decide if I want more. Why not? So if you're like me, you've got a gazillion things of washi, and you need to find some ways to use it. So let's just use some of that washi. Because I'm always buying it. I don't know if you guys buy washi as often as I do, but I've got like a ton of it. Okay, so that's one way, just kind of cover up some lines and add some visual interest to your page. Another way is to just kind of fill in some spaces. You got like a blank space that's kind of looking funky in your planner. You just want to add a little something something, like this little blank space right here that I didn't journal in, maybe there. Maybe a little piece here, kind of just anchor some of the text. Maybe add another little sticker there. Let me do one more piece. So I'll probably go back and actually I'll probably move this one down. So they're kind of sort of in line. So that line starts there. And I can go back and maybe add a little critter or sticker or something. But if you've got just blank spaces in your planner and you don't know what to do with them, just throw a little washi down. Okay. Now, okay, so the other thing you can do is to line the box, one of your boxes, with washi. But don't be afraid to play with this, because if it's ugly and you don't like it, you can just simply take it off. If you want to draw importance to a particular box or day or something, line it with some washi. And this can be as neat or as not neat as you want it. I think that looks pretty cool. And I may come back and do a little bit more of that. Now, one thing I learned at the parents conference, which you guys may know this already, and I'm going to use some parchment paper. You can also use wax paper. With the shiniest side. I'm just going to kind of this is a thing I punched out with my Happy Planner punch. I'm going to kind of trace that. I want to layer some washi over this. And you could use all the same color washi. You could use a whole bunch of different colors. Kind of make sure you overlap them a little bit so that they'll stick together. It's basically you're making a washi sticker. And you can use like just one row of each color, or you can use all the different colors. Well, this one didn't like to tear, does it? Let's try that again. Make sure your pieces are long enough to kind of cover up your outline that you made there. And of course, this goes faster if you have thicker washi. If you're using a little thin washi, it may take you a minute. Let's see. It's probably the last one on this one. Okay, so that, I covered up the little square that I did. You kind of can't see that real well. And I'm going to actually get a marker, like a Sharpie. I think the Sharpie pen will write on everything. My ballpoint did not do so well there. So, kind of line it up with my original lines and just trace back over it. Then I'm just simply going to cut this out. And I lined the top of this washi up with the top of my line, but I'm going to cut above this so I can pull the paper off a little easier. So in theory, this should pull off like one big sticker. You'll have a layered washi sticker. Oh, that last one didn't. I'll have to put that one on there. Let's see, where do we want to put this? Maybe here. Let me add that little piece back at the bottom. I don't know if I'd maybe this little thinner washi was a little too thin. I didn't overlap it enough. I gotta line it back up. Okay, finally, so that kind of gives you a little rainbow washi sticker thing. And then the last thing I'm going to do is a variation on this, but I'm going to use a bigger stencil. And since I'm using this kind of movie mayhem sticker book, I thought I would use the star because I was thinking kind of, you know, like movie star-ish kind of a thing. So I'm just going to kind of center this on here and trace this out. Make sure I cover it all up. Cut this off a bit so I don't have to deal with that. Definitely want some red in this part. Stack these over here in order of usage because I think it's going to take more than one round on this. Just make sure they overlap. Make sure you cover up your outline. Now that, see, if you can see that is not overlapped very well down here, so I'm going to pick it up and make it overlap a bit better. Put these skinny green washies in the middle. A couple of thicker instead of next to each other. See if that works a little better. I'm going to reverse my washi stack here. So I use them in the same order and I don't have to think about it too much. Yeah, y'all remind me next time I decide to do this to use a little thicker washi so this doesn't take forever. Be a little narrower since we're getting down to the base of the star here. This washi just rips. Do y'all have some washi that's just like dry and it rips? I got a couple of them. Got this one, I got a cat one. I may have more than that, but that's all I can think of right now. Oops, I just put that on the wrong pile. Put it on the already used pile. Got a little washi sticking all over the place here. Almost done. You can use a stencil that's as big or as little as you like, depending on what you're kind of washi sticker stencil you're trying to make, or washi stencil sticker, washi sticker stencil. Yeah, one of those things. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to do one more red. Make sure everything's kind of stuck down good. That looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Okay. So you kind of see that outline. Now, just make sure if you're using a stencil, and make sure I line this up so it's facing the same way. If you're using a stencil that's directional, you want to make sure it's facing the wrong way here. So like it's a mirror image. That way when you cut it out, the other side will be right side. And that is a Delusions stencil that I'm using there. Again, remember to leave part of the paper. Like I didn't leave that much room at the top or the bottom here, but I probably will cut here or maybe a little extra on the side. And this is parchment paper. You can also use wax paper. Just a kind of non-sticky paper. This is kind of a hard one because there's all these points. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave my extra stuff to tear it off because I kind of have to cut this. Unlike the other one. Trim that little piece up a little bit. Let's see if this will peel off. La, 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 la. Just be very gentle. I'm going to fix this point that I kind of kept on there so I could tear it off. Alright, like I said, this is Movie Mayhem, so I thought a star was appropriate. So I'm going to kind of just stick this star somewhere here over the weekend. Well, it looks good. I'm going to stick it in the middle. Maybe I should have figured out placement before I cut it. If you want to. I'm trying to look at my camera to see how it looks, but the like, you know, the little numbers and stuff on the camera, I can't see it. Let's just put it there. I'm kind of lining it up with that line. And it gives me some extra room. I think that kind of came out kind of cool. What do you guys think? So that is 5 ways to use washi in your planner. You can use them to just kind of cover up lines. You can use them to fill in blank spots. You can use them to outline important days. You can use them to make a square that you could fill all the way in if you wanted to. I guess in theory you could just layer it here without using the little cutout thing like I did. Or you can use a stencil and make a cool washi sticker for your planner. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, well, hit that subscribe button, because you know, why not? And as always, I thank you for watching my video, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, I just want to show you how this turned out with my decorating. I added some more lines of washi here. I'm going to add some little vignettes over the boxes that I created. And I kind of put some stickers around this big star and put choose to see the good and stuff there to make this a fun little element on the page. So that is how it turned out.